Welcome back. With like Christmas holiday season coming up, you might be wanting to buy a book for someone, but you don't know where to start. Let me break it down for you to make your purchase a bit easier. Step one, you gotta know like who's the target. Is it a reader or a non-reader? Like you're not gonna give Dostoevsky to someone that has just started off reading. So you gotta be, a bit knowing of this. If it's a non-reader, maybe look at what are their biggest point of interest. Is this something where has it to do with psychology, history, certain historical figures? They'll love that. Pieces of media, like let's say Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Dune, whatever. Maybe a manga of their favorite anime. They will love that because it's already an interest of theirs, which is only gonna make the reading part easier for someone that's started off reading. If it's a non-reader, well, if it's a seasoned reader, well, I'd say there are like two options specifically for them. Maybe get an e-reader, a Kindle, whatever it is. It costs up to what, 60 to 100 euros. If you read 8 to 10 books, you've already made back the difference, and from there on it's just like positive gains for you. So that might be worth looking into if you know that they prefer the Kindle or they don't mind not having a physical book with them, or if they're on the road a lot. If they're a seasoned reader, like maybe big classical parts of literature might interest them. So this is where the next point combines, the aesthetical picks. You can go to Barnes & Noble, you can go to the Penguin online bookstore and look at all the classics. Maybe they like one of those. Aside from that, newbie reader or a seasoned reader, they love the aesthetic of it. You have the leather bounds, like they look lovely, like these are actually pieces of art. And we have these two examples of like cloth bound. Now this is actually cloth bound, like it looks good, the back looks good, it's sturdy, it's gonna look good on the shelf regardless. And personally, like a new favorite is, look at this, like this is silk bound with a touch of like gold in it. I don't want to put the cover. I don't want them to see the back. I want them to see the front cover. That's how good it looks. If they're not that big into reading, but they're big into fashion or interior design, maybe get one of those books, because these books serve a dual purpose. They're informative, linked to what they like. But aside from that, these fashion people, these interior designers, they love those books. They love to use those books as like decor. So they will definitely do that. And if in doubt, if you're like, Mambi, I don't know whether they're gonna like this or not, maybe get a second present. Like one present everybody likes. A lot of presents and books are relatively cheap, so you might be able to just give them a book that complements another gift. So that way you'll be playing safe and still giving the novel you want to give. Now, depending on the region you live in, I'd say if you live within the Benelux where I live, it's easy to use bol.com, which ships anywhere within that region. On the other side, nationally, Amazon is probably the best pick, or you have to go straight to like Barnes & Noble, Penguin, whichever publisher, and see and like buy off of them. But like my little hack is using the book depository. They ship worldwide free of charge. It doesn't matter whether it's a book that costs €1 or 50. They'll ship it to all your international friends and you're free of charge. All you need to do is ask the Addy. So now on like actual book suggestions, for example, check out their favorite piece of media. If they like Jurassic Park, Dune, Star Wars, maybe give them something in that echelon. If they're a new reader and you wanna introduce them, maybe L'étranger by Camus or The Old Man and the Sea. Like these are thin books, easy to read, not too hard, so they can definitely pick it up and in 2 weeks it's done. If like for the female audience, I've seen like A Song of Achilles, they've been eating that up. So maybe that, you can go with the cliche of 50 Shades, but I think that's a bit too cliche. So a song of Achilles might be actually like a good pick. If there's someone, that are really into general knowledge, history, geopolitics, whatever, Harari's books are like great pieces. They're thick, full of knowledge, and it's just getting in touch with ideas you've never conjured before, to be honest. That's the best way to describe his work of art. And if not, look at historical figures like autobiographies. If they like Call of Duty, maybe get like some war autobiographies. Like this is straight up, like this is some Call of Duty shit being told in a book. So I mean, it can't get better than that. So that's what I would recommend to you people to check out before you actually purchase. It's easy. Are they a reader or non-reader? If they aren't, get some light. If they are, look at the classics. Either way, a nice cloth, leather, silk bound book will always be appreciated. And if they're a bit more artsy, like the designer books are always it. Check out, depending if it's international, check out the book depository. They might be a bit more expensive than, let's say, Amazon or your regular national one, but at least they do the shipping free of charge, or just add another gift in the mix. And finally, if you have the means for it, maybe an e-reader, Kindle, whatever, might actually be, especially if they're on the road a lot, they will definitely appreciate that. So with that, I hope you found this helpful. Como siempre, keep on reading. Te amo. Adiós. Ciao.